Good morning, I'm Maddie Jansen, and this is the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's everything you need to know to start your day in about 15 minutes.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning. Facing a judge for the first time, the second man arrested in the murder of 5-year-old Kayson Guyton will be in court today. What we've learned about the case and what's expected during the trial.
Up in flames, a massive hay fire continues to burn near Lamont, and it could be a while before it's out.
Great to have you with us. I'm Maddie Jansen alongside Alex Fisher. A lot of people coming in this morning saying they could smell that smoke in the air even from really far away.
Yeah, it's just amazing how strong that smoke is, especially even in the northwest part of town. I know, Kevin, this morning, you were saying you were smelling it this morning even in the southwest.
Yeah, I opened the garage, I could smell it, and it's affecting a little bit of the sniffles this morning because of the little smoke. But yeah, if you head on outside, you are going to smell it most definitely. It was a great weekend. Yesterday's high, 75 degrees. That was pretty close to the normal. We should be right around 78 this time of year. We will see a little bit of a warm-up for today. 54 degrees out there currently for you. No winds to talk about. We're expecting plenty of sunshine, and you can see starting out in the 50s and then throughout the afternoon by noontime 72 and then upper 70s by 3. As we take a look at Tehachapi, 34 degrees right now under a calm wind. A light breeze expected for you today, as you see on our wind forecast. Not a lot of wind going to be happening for us on this Monday, and we'll start out in those 30s and then rising into the lower 70s this afternoon. So a nice, comfortable day for all of Kern County. We'll talk much more about your forecast. That's coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Taking you outside for the first time this morning. This is a look at the 99 near 7th Standard, and it's looking pretty clear on that side of town. Everything else around the county looking pretty good to start off your Monday morning. We'll have another look coming up in about 15 minutes. Check this out. A hay fire near Lamont burned for hours overnight, and it's still burning. Here's a look from video sent to us from viewer Brandon Barraza, who shot this video of the scene just before midnight. But fire crews are still on scene. It started last night before 6 p.m. at Panama Lane and South Fairfax Road. And here's a live look at what it looks like right now. If we can get that live picture up. There it is, right there. County fire officials say the inferno could burn for up to 3 days. Crews also say they're on scene to make sure it doesn't spread.
The second man arrested in the murder of 5-year-old Kayson Guyton will face a judge for the first time this morning in the case. Jeremy King was arrested late last Thursday. He had been on the run from police for more than a month after it was announced he was indicted in Kayson's killing. The boy's death shocked the community back in February of 2017. He was in the back seat of his mother's boyfriend's car on the way home from the movies. Police believe the boyfriend, a suspected gang member, was the target. Kayson died. His 7-year-old brother was also shot and survived. After more than 2 years of investigation, it was announced last month that Jonathan Knight had been arrested and police were searching for King. King is due in court this morning. Knight is due back in court on Wednesday. He has pleaded not guilty. Both are being held without bail, and the two are expected to be tried together.
Also due in court today, a former elementary school principal accused of killing her husband. Prosecutors say Leslie Chance shot and killed her husband, Todd, and left his body off a dirt section of Noriega Road near Enos Lane back in 2013. She was principal of Fairview Elementary School at the time. The trial in the case was set to begin in June, but a judge tossed it out when the public defender's office declared a conflict of interest. Today, attorneys and the judge will decide if the case is ready for trial.
Now to a shocking crime out of Tulare County. Sheriff's deputies say 2 teens have been arrested after a 16-year-old was shot to death Saturday night. It happened in early March, just 10 minutes up Highway 99 from Delano. TCSO deputies say they were called to the area of Howard and Washington for a shooting victim when they found 16-year-old Ignacio Lemus shot to death. After investigating, detectives connected 18-year-old Jesus Fernandez and 19-year-old Vanessa Macias to Lemus's death. The motive of the shooting is still under investigation. Anyone with information is asked to call TCSO at 559-733-6218. Meantime, an early morning shooting in southeast Bakersfield Sunday left a man in critical condition. It happened on Larkus Avenue near Chapman Street, off of East California Avenue. Kern County Sheriff's Department is investigating. If you have information on this shooting, call 861-3110, or you can remain anonymous by calling 322-4040.
The Kern County Fair Board meets tonight for the first time since news of a state audit alleging misuse of taxpayer dollars. As we first reported late last month, an audit alleges more than $300,000 of taxpayer funds were mismanaged. The district attorney's office later announced it was opening an investigation. When we reported on allegations last month, fair directors and the CEO did not return our calls, but in a letter on the fair's website dated 9 days before the state audit came out, CEO Mike Alcott wrote, "We have no knowledge of any allegations of fraud or suspected fraud affecting the entity's financial statements." The board meeting is tonight at 5 p.m. in the administration office boardroom on South P Street. It is open to everyone.
Car crashes are the leading cause of death for teens between 15 and 18 years old in the United States. That's why this week we recognize Teen Driver Safety Week. In 2017 alone, 2,247 people were killed in crashes involving teen drivers. This week, CHP joins the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to encourage parents to talk to their young drivers about safety and keep the conversation going. Drive home the importance of avoiding distractions like cell phones and using seat belts and limiting passengers. Parents should also model these behaviors for their kids. Meantime, road work continues all over Bakersfield. This week, southbound lanes of Weibel Road between Bell Terrace and Ming Avenue will be closed from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Workers are removing shoring used for retaining wall construction along the 99. The work should be wrapped up on Wednesday.
Well, there's a new study showing nearly half of mothers are putting their babies to sleep in unsafe conditions.
And the outcome could be deadly. The 3 things you should do to keep your infant safe while sleeping.
And we'll take a look at your weather forecast on this Monday. That is straight ahead.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News with Maddie Jansen, Alex Fisher, and Kevin Charette with your Pinpoint Doppler forecast. This is 17 News at Sunrise.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and for one local woman, this month also marks the first time she's publicly sharing her battle.
One that has changed and saved her life. And now Michelle Pena hopes that her story will encourage others to go get checked. Tabitha joins us with her story. Good morning, Tab.
Good morning, Maddie and Alex. It's an important topic. We can't talk about it enough, but I'm honored to share Michelle Pena's story this morning. Cancer is a battle that is strong enough to break anyone's spirit, but for Michelle Pena, she was determined to keep her sparkle, and she hopes to encourage others to do the same.
I love being an inspiration to somebody that will go and get their mammogram, to go get checked, make sure they're doing self-evaluation, right, self-exams. It's really important. It doesn't matter how old you are. Cancer does not discriminate.
This is Michelle Pena's story, a battle with breast cancer that many knew nothing about until October 7th, when Pena posted a heartfelt message on Facebook.
You're in charge of your happiness and how you go about your day. You can either wake up and you can be, I'm going to be grumpy today and I'm going to be sad for what's happening to me, or you can look at it as, you know what, yes, this is happening to me, but I'm not going to let it win.
The post detailed Pena's battle, an abnormal mammogram in December 2018, a number of tests and doctor's visits, a final diagnosis of DCIS, an aggressive ductal carcinoma, then a lumpectomy in February, and lymph nodes removed, radiation, complications, a number of side effects, and a divorce. But it didn't dull her sparkle.
It was awful, and and all I can do is smile, right? Because I think that, yes, cancer is awful, it's really terrible, and it definitely affected my life, and there was definitely days that I cried a lot. But for the most part, I figure I can't let it win. I'm not going to let it bring me down. I'm not going to get depressed. I'm going to live my life, and it woke me up. It woke me up to the point where I knew, you know what? I'm going to live each day like it's my last. This is my life, and I'm going to get up every day. I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to smile, And I'm going to try to inspire other women to do the same.
Which is why every day, Pena adds a little sparkle to social media.
Cancer totally changed my life to the point where I feel like I sparkle every day.
Pena says her yearly mammogram saved her life. She said, don't put that crucial appointment off and don't ignore warning signs. Prior to her diagnosis, Pena said that her bra hadn't been fitting correctly, but she wasn't gaining any weight. And that was a crucial and important warning sign that she just did overlook. She didn't think about. Yeah. So she even offered, if you need a ride, she'll give you a ride because she's sweet. That passionate about making sure people get their mammograms. And
her positivity is just so contagious.
Infectious. I mean, that's how I found the story on social media, her sparkle post. Yeah. It made me happy, and let alone know that there was this bigger story behind it and why she's being so positive. So definitely sparkle for your Monday.
She's got an important message, too.
Very, very important message.
Go get checked. Thanks so much, Tab.
All right, well, safe sleep is a topic we cover extensively here at KGET, and a new government study finds there are still significant gaps when it comes to safe infant sleep practices. Survey data shows 78% of mothers place their babies to sleep on their backs, but 43% admitted to bed sharing, and less than half avoided soft bedding. From 2012 to 2017, the Kern County Child Death Review Team reported over 40 infant deaths as a result of unsafe sleeping environments. Mothers who discussed safe sleep practices with a doctor were more likely to follow them. Parents just need to remember the ABCs of safe sleeping. A baby sleeps alone. B, they be placed on their backs. And C, that infant must always sleep in a crib or pack and play.
In other health news this morning, a new report from the American Academy of Pediatrics shows that after a decade of decline, the late preterm birth rate is slowly rising. Last year, nearly 10% of infants were born between 34 and 37 weeks. That's up from about 9.5% in 2014. Experts say the trend is largely due to increases in late preterm births among Black and Hispanic women.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Welcome back in Business Watch. The tight labor market could be a boon for teens looking for jobs. Walmart's looking for teens to fill some vacancies, offering high school students free SAT and ACT prep, subsidizing a large chunk of their tuition and offering them a chance to earn some college credit. Hiring employees earlier in their careers comes with a number of benefits. It costs less to employ them, and it's typically easier to train them to fit the company's needs. Questions remain about how long these programs will last. Is this the new norm for big retailers, or will these benefits disappear when the job market turns? Amazon's decision to scale back its relationship with UPS in order to control a delivery fleet of its own may have cleared the way for Amazon's future competition. UPS is courting small businesses with a fulfillment service for online retailers. Those fulfillment centers allow small businesses to strategically store their inventory and offers the businesses discounted shipping rates when that inventory is sold. Next to your house and car, your home and furnishings could be the most expensive things you buy. But there are ways to save a bundle. Money reporter Stacey Johnson has tips on knocking the stuffing out of furniture prices.
Just as clothes can make the man, furniture can make a home. But there's a problem with nice furniture. It carries a hefty price tag. But that doesn't mean you have to pay a lot to get a lot. As with most expensive things in life, there are tons of ways to save. Example, here are 5 comfortable ways you might save 50% or more when you shop for furniture. Idea number 1, timing. New inventory typically comes in around Memorial Day, then again around Veterans Day. That's when inventory clearance sales start. But you can save as much as half off by waiting till July 4th or around Christmas. Idea number 2, online shopping. There are membership sites that offer fine furniture at up to 50% off. The clearance section of sites like Overstock.com also frequently feature 50% off deals. And don't ever buy anything online or off without first checking for coupons. And then there's my personal favorite, consignment stores. Here you can actually look at the merchandise and save 50%, maybe even more, because sometimes you can haggle the price down. Added bonus, some of the older furniture is built better than the furniture you buy today.
This is an unusual, very carved console we have made in Spain. The man originally paid $8,000 for it, and we have it now about 75% off of that price at $1,800.
Finally, there's the place where you can save the most. Craigslist, free cycle, yard sales, estate sales, and auctions. There are websites and apps that can help you find them.
Bottom line, dressing up your house may require good taste, but it doesn't require big money. Want links and more ideas? Go to MoneyTalksNews.com and do a search for furniture. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacey Johnson.
Money Talks is brought to you by your local consumer credit counseling service. If you've got debt problems or just want some free budget counseling, call today.